This is very cool because we're shooting this in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Yeah.
It is winter, this is what we call a Chinook, a burst of some warm air, much warmer than average without coats.
Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't quite know what a Chinook is.
He would say it's climate change, but it's a rush of some warm air over the Rockies that can change the temperature 20 degrees. This is Ted and Andy have more to say. My name is Andrew Schultz.
I'm Ted Henley. Thank you so much for checking us out. We are in Heritage Town Square, just outside Heritage Park in the city of Calgary.
Yes.
All kinds of cool stores. There's a candy store in here. There's an antiques collectible store in here. Behind us is the Plaza Mercantile store. All kinds of neat stuff right here.
And what's really cool is if you haven't been here for years, you can come on down, you can get the experience. And behind the gates is the whole historical village, so you get a taste of.
There's a cool train in there.
Oh, they've got everything here. So it's really a destination for you and your family all months of the year, and that's one of the points why we're out here in the plaza. Maybe a perfect place, Ted, for a date.
You segued right into the mix. So we're talking about first dates today because there are some crucial mistakes that always get made on first dates.
Okay.
And, well, we're two dudes, so we're giving advice to dudes out there for this is things that, you know what, this could lead you down the wrong path. We're talking specifically today, though, about foods you should never, ever order on a first date.
You don't want your date to go hungry, but this might make the date go south real quick.
Real quick.
You've got 13 of them. I might add to some of them, but what do we got on that
Okay,
list?
well, I'll rhyme down them pretty quick. So spaghetti and meatballs. Lady and the Tramp did it.
Yeah.
But it's first date. You're not going to get that kind of end of the noodle kiss. It's not happening. So just bail on that right away.
So it wouldn't be graceful, I would think.
No grace. Ribs and wings. Bad. Because nothing is bad, like more of a turnoff than having like sauce all over your face and your fingers.
Yeah.
Because you're diving in there. It doesn't work.
Also, I would think, and I was going to say, finger foods are tough. That'd be the wings and the ribs. But also that self-conscious thing where, do I have barbecue sauce on my face?
Or do I have something between my teeth?
And you might not.
Yeah.
But it'll throw your game.
Your game is thrown by thinking you have something on your face. Big leafy salads. I'm a guy that's like never ordered a big leafy salad in my life. But I mean, if you so choose to do that, you do that at your own risk because of the stuff in your teeth.
But this list is for women and for men.
Yeah, it is.
So maybe the women would be ordering that big leaf and have that big green thing over the tooth.
You never know what's stuck in there. Shellfish, beans for obvious reasons.
The shellfish one, I want to give a throwback here because my wife said she was on a date years ago.
Yeah.
And she had some shellfish, and I'm not sure if it was her date or herself, but she went to the washroom and found a piece of shell in her hair. So yes, so there you go. But the beans is, if we were in grade 3, we'd talk about it a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. Spicy food, because if it's so spicy and you react to it, you might be like dripping sweat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is not attractive on the other side of the table. Onions and garlic, an obvious one because your breath's a little bit smelly.
Right?
Also, corn on the cob, again, stuff in your teeth. Fermented foods, again, could react much like the beans. The same thing as your date.
Yeah, seriously.
Boring. That you never want to do that. Oh, I'm going to have the steak. Oh, me too. With mashed potatoes. Yeah, me too.
The same thing is tough. Because you know eventually you'll get to if it works out, comfortability where you'll do that, or you'll be sharing dishes. But I think that, if she's ordering something, because think about how awkward a first date is if you think back to it.
Oh, yeah.
You need something to talk about, and if you're eating the same thing, it's hard. But if she orders the fish and you have the steak, there's a topic of conversation.
And if it's going well, then you might share.
That'd be a bold move for the first date.
I think, well, I mean,
kind of a bold move.
Hey, do you want to try my whatever? And like, she's like, oh yeah, and then you get a little side plate, and away you go. Bob's your uncle.
But not eating half of hers, and not saying, uttering the
not
phrase.
Not eating all of her French fries.
Are you going to finish that? That would not be a good move.
Exactly. Another thing that is something that's tough for you to pronounce.
Yeah.
Because then you look like a fool.
What's that? Oh, so anything. I thought you had one. Yeah, so if it's the foie gras and you're calling it the frosse gras, that's tough.
That's turn off.
The other thing I want to add into this, and I've never, believe it or not, and you've seen me in action, I've never had an issue with this, but maybe a 2-drink maximum.
Oh.
Because that's not the food.
I have a friend who should follow that rule to a T, but he never does.
Getting Bomo Magamo might not give.
Yeah.
Be responsible on that.
Yeah,
might offend.
Just rounding out the list. Hot dogs are another thing because the whole you're chewing and you get the mustard in the nose type thing. And overly expensive items.
Yeah, there's the thing. You don't want to look. Well, if she doesn't like it, then she feels like she's offending you, or vice versa. But to that point about the not overindulging in the spirits, it's also rude to say, I think you're driving now, honey. On the first date.
On the first date. Oh, I drove here, so you're driving home, right?
That's the way it goes.
Let's just settle this right now. Here are the keys. Do we spin it? They spin the bottle. Does it spin the driver? No.
Maybe you have some suggestions that weren't on this list of 13 that you would try to avoid or suggest avoiding on a first date. Breakfasttelevision.ca and let us know.
Yeah, this is Ted and Andy have more to say. Thank you so much for checking us out. And a big thank you to our friends at Heritage Park in the city of Calgary for letting us sit on their bench and talk about what not to order on a first date.
We're not getting anybody's way. We're here during a non-busy hours, so that's a good thing. This place gets busy, so get down here.